Good evening, everyone. Today is the 23rd of November, 2025, and that makes today Sunday. And this is your look at the Flagler Weather Update, weather for the week ahead. Now, with that being said, today is the 23rd, and if you are a Doctor Who fan of that British science fiction show, today is the anniversary of it. So happy Doctor Who Day for anyone out there who celebrates. So let's get right to the weather. Looking at our satellite imagery here, we got some sea fog coming in off the Gulf of Mexico here, and maybe some patchy fog trying to get going over northeast Florida. And that is going to be one of the concerns that we're dealing with the next couple days is the possibility of dense fogs in the morning. So let's take a look at the tropics right now. There's been some talk in the tropics about something trying to develop in the Caribbean. Right now, next 7 days, we don't see anything going on. Longer range through December 9th, we don't see anything developing here at this point in time. As far as the Hurricane Center and the Climate Prediction Center goes, we don't see any chance of development. Now, with that being said, this forecast was issued on the 18th of November, and this forecast is updated weekly. So we'll have to see when this is updated again, do they pick up anything down here that could possibly be something that we will watch as we go into early December? It is way too early to know. Google DeepMind has been trying to spin something up, and that model actually has been pretty accurate with the hurricane season this year. But the GFS model's been doing the same thing, but the GFS model does that stuff all the time. So if you see the GFS model spinning up all kinds of crazy storms, light years out, just don't worry about it. It does that all the time. If it does it consistently for more than a week, okay, but we haven't gotten to that point just yet. So in the tropics right now, the bottom line right now, no concerns at this point in time, but do watch just in case things do change. So let's talk about our weather hazards right now. And the main couple things here is the potential for dense fog in those late night, early morning hours. Mainly west of I-95, so inland Flagler County will be the best chances of seeing that. The other thing that we're watching is our drought situation. We do see the drought to the west of us expanding. So even though we're okay right now, again, please use due caution with any ignition source outside, as we don't want to start any brush fires or any wildfires out there. It does not take much to get one going. So let's talk about our local weather now. Let's get a closer look. So let's talk about wind gust at first. This takes us through the week, and we're looking at generally benign winds, 10 to 15 miles an hour. But when we get towards like Thursday, now we're seeing gusts up to 25 miles an hour along the beaches. And why is that? Well, there's a front coming through, and we're going to look at the effects of that front here in just a minute. But even as we go into Friday, those gusts come up a little bit further out, gusting up to 28 miles an hour along the beaches there. And then as we get into Saturday, gusting up into the 30s, lower 30s, right along the immediate beach, and gusting into the 20s county-wide, pretty much. So things look to turn breezy towards the end of the week. But what does that mean? So let's talk about rainfall potential. There's going to be appreciable rain coming in the next 7 days. So today there is like maybe a 15% chance of catching the odd shower for the remainder of today. Tonight, things dry out, and we stay dry pretty much the entire week until we get to about Wednesday night, where there's maybe a tiny 10% chance of catching a quick shower. That's because a front is coming through, and we're going to look at the implications of that. As we go through the rest of the week, though, we stay dry. There is a front coming. That usually means temperatures are going to change. So tonight, we're going to be down in the 60s. Going into Monday, highs right around that 80-degree mark. And then Tuesday morning, lows again right near 60. A little warmer along the beaches. That ocean temperature is still about 71, 72 degrees. It's going to keep things warmer along the beach. Cooler readings as you go inland. As we get into Tuesday, up into the lower 80s, 70s beaches. And pretty much staying in the 80s by Wednesday. Look at this. High temperatures maybe getting into the mid-80s by Wednesday. So things will be warming up. But Thursday morning, we start to cool off. Look at this. Temperatures bottoming out in the 50s, upper 50s largely, maybe 60s beaches. As we get into Thursday, look for high temperatures to struggle to get to 70. So definitely getting cooler out. Remember, I showed you that winds. Those breezes are going to be picking up behind that front. So the front's going to drop the temperatures and kick up the winds a little bit. As we go further into the future, how about Black Friday? How we looking at it? If you get up real early, bring your jacket. Lows in the 40s, 45, 47. 50s beaches. So 40s inland, 50s beaches, way things looking right now. High temperatures Friday, getting up into the 60s. So not even seeing 70, so staying in the mid 60s. Keep in mind this forecast can change. These expected temperatures can be dialed up or dialed down as the forecast gets fine tuned towards the end of the week. But then as we get towards like Saturday, we start to get back into the 70s. Things start to recover. And then Saturday night, we're back, Sunday morning, we're in the 60s. So it'll be another short-lived cool snap. How exact cold it's going to get is just too early to know at this point in time. So let's talk about our long-range forecast now. This takes us from December 1st to December 7th. So this takes us into the next period beyond what we just looked at. We're looking at above normal chances of precipitation. Could there possibly be some moisture coming out of the Gulf? Some of the models think so, but not all of them. Remember when I said earlier that, that those, especially the GFS model, that far out is not accurate, really. But we'll have to watch and see. How about temperatures? Ooh, look at this. We are looking at temperatures to be above normal pretty widely. First week of December with a 75% chance of temperatures above normal across the area. So that's definitely going to be a pretty good warm-up for us as we go into the month of December. So let's take a look at the drought index now. We are generally in the 200s. We're in this little pocket here where the rest of Florida rather, is getting into some really serious drought and wildfire problems. So far, we've not had that reach us yet. And maybe we will get some rain during that time in December to help knock this back down a little bit and keep us out of trouble with wildfire danger. So anyways, that's going to wrap things up. We hope everyone enjoys our update, and everybody out there, enjoy the week. Happy Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll do an update midweek if there's significant changes to the forecast. Until then, everybody enjoy the work week ahead, and happy Turkey Day is what I was trying to say. Everybody out there, have a great day. Bye-bye.